Welcome back to Martial Arts in Chinese Literature and Films. This video provides a quick overview of Chinese history from the Han Dynasty to the Qing Dynasty. We have mentioned that the Han Dynasty is a very long-lasting dynasty and its history totals around 400 years. In year 9 CE, a minister named Wang Mang usurped the throne and established a dynasty he called Xin. However, the Qing dynasty quickly collapsed due to the outbreak of peasant rebellions. Wang Mang was killed in the process in 23 CE. The Han royal house took the opportunity to regain power. In 25 CE, Liu Xiu revived the Han dynasty and relocated the capital from Chang'an to Luoyang. The Han dynasty before the Wang Mang usurpation is known as the formal Han, Qian Han, or Western Han. Its second half afterwards is called the latter Han, Hou Han, or Eastern Han, Dong Han. The Han dynasty paved the foundations for Chinese dynasties afterwards. It consolidated the imperial system with a mix of Confucian and legalist practices. It empowered the class of civil officials and created the earliest civil examinations. For the most part, Eastern Han continued the earlier legacies of Western Han and lasted for about another 200 years. Nevertheless, towards the end of Eastern Han, imperial politics fell into the control of powerful eunuchs and became very corrupt. Large-scale peasant rebellions broke out in this context. Too weak to defend itself, the Han court called on local militia forces to fight against the rebels. Many warlords rose to power during this process. One of these warlords, Cao Cao, soon took control of the imperial court, ruling through a young puppet emperor from the Han royal house. After years of struggles, in 220, Cao Cao's son, Cao Pi, forced the Han emperor to abdicate and established the Wei dynasty, officially ending the history of Eastern Han. At the same time, Liu Bei founded the Kingdom of Shu in southwest China, and Sun Quan founded the Kingdom of Wu in southeast China. This history is the background of the famous historical novel Romance of Three Kingdoms, 三国演义, which we'll learn about in more details later. Neither of the three kingdoms had a long history. The imperial throne of the Wei dynasty was usurped by a powerful minister, Sima Yi, whose heirs established the Jin dynasty. The Jin dynasty wiped out the other kingdoms and temporarily unified China. Yet, not long afterwards, it lost the entire northern territory to northern nomadic peoples, who were then generally referred to as the Hu, often translated in English as the Huns or Turks. During the subsequent 300 years or so, northern China was in control of the dynasties founded by these nomadic ethnicities. The original Chinese population came to be known as the Han people and migrated to the south. The Jin dynasty survived in the south in this manner for a few decades, until its throne was usurped. The same pattern repeated in the south, where short-lived dynasties succeeded one another. Thus, except for a few decades of unification during the Qing dynasty, for roughly 350 years after the fall of Han, China remained divided. Historically, this period of division is generally referred to as the Northern and Southern dynasties, Nanbei Chao, or sometimes is called the Six Dynasties, Liu Chao, since the mainstream Chinese culture continued through Wei, Jin, and the following four dynasties in the south. One important feature of this period was the mixing of the Han Chinese population with northern nomadic peoples. At the same time, due to the collapse of the imperial center, the influence of Confucianism declined, and Taoism and Buddhism, which was spread to China during the Han Dynasty, gained greater popularity among dynasty rulers and the general populace. In 581, a dynasty that emerged in the north, the Sui dynasty, reunified China. Mirroring the history of the previous Qin dynasty, the Sui dynasty didn't last long, and the second emperor, Sui Yangdi, has been remembered as an extravagant tyrant. After a few decades, Sui was replaced by the Tang dynasty, which was founded by Li Yuan in 618. The Tang dynasty lasted about 300 years up to 907. It has been remembered as a golden age in Chinese history with significant economic and cultural achievements. China's most famous poets, Li Bai and Du Fu, are from the Tang dynasty. The fall of the Tang dynasty was followed by several decades of military chaos. Within about 50 years, 5 dynasties succeeded each other. In the end, a warlord named Zhao Kuangyin conquered all opposing forces and established the Song dynasty in 960. Emerging from the bloodthirsty 5 dynasty period, Zhao Kuangyin was deeply wary of the potential threat of the military sector. He subsequently promoted the class of civil officials and suppressed the power of the military. It was during the Song dynasty when Keju, civil exams, became the primary means through which government officials were recruited. The Neo-Confucian or Li Xue movement that took place during the Song dynasty reconsolidated the status of Confucianism. The Song dynasty witnessed extraordinary economic and commercial development. Printing became more widespread during this time, facilitating the spread of information and knowledge. The world's first paper money appeared in the Song dynasty. However, while enjoying extraordinary domestic success, the dynasty was constantly under the threat of the northern Khitan dynasty of Liao, and later the Jurchen dynasty of Jin, which conquered Liao. In 1127, the Jurchen army took over northern China and captured the Song emperor and his father. The remaining Song royal house escaped to the south and established the southern Song. The southern Song survived until 1279. In that year, it was conquered by the Mongol army, which had already wiped out the Jurchen Jin dynasty. The Mongols established the Yuan dynasty, setting its capital in Beijing, then called Dadu, the Great Capital. The Mongols went on to conquer a vast portion of the Eurasian landmass, establishing the largest overland empire in world history. The Yuan dynasty lasted about 90 years. In 1368, it was replaced by the Han Chinese dynasty Ming, founded by Zhu Yuanzhang. The Ming dynasty is another period of rapid economic and cultural development. Especially, this dynasty witnessed the appearance of some of China's most famous novels, such as Romance of the Three Kingdoms, 三国演义, Outlaws of the Marsh, 水浒传, and The Journey to the West, 西游记. After about 300 years, the Ming dynasty fell due to peasant rebellion. The Manchu force of the northeast took this opportunity to conquer the Ming capital Beijing and established the Qing dynasty in 1644. After the conquest, Manchu rulers forced all men to adopt the Manchu hairstyle with shaved forehead and a queue, resulting in the distinctive look of the dynasty you may frequently see in today's costume dramas set in the Qing period. The Manchu Qing dynasty is the last of China's imperial dynasties. We have mentioned that following the First Opium War between the Qing dynasty and the British Empire from 1840 to 1842, China entered the century of humiliation that marks the beginning of her modern history. The Republican Revolution of 1911 overthrew the Qing dynasty, ending China's imperial history that lasted over 2,000 years.